Well, hello, and welcome to this exercise on completing the square, and which also takes in function notation and solving the equation. And there are three parts to this question. And the first part says, express 4x squared plus 32x plus 55 in the form ax plus b all squared plus c, where a, b, and c are constants and a is positive. Okay, now I'm going to look at the first two terms in particular. So if I have this formula here of w into x plus d all squared plus e, where d is f divided by 2w and f is 32 in this case, the coefficient of x, and w is 4. So if you divide 32 by 8, you get 4. Now note I'm not using a, b, and c at this stage here because w has got different value from a and b and c and d and so on and so forth. So I'm looking at uh, this bit of the expression first of all, 4x squared plus 32x. I want to express this bit in this format here. Okay, so now I've got 2 squared. 2 squared is of course 4 for w. 2 squared into x plus 4, and d is 4 there. 2 squared into x plus 4 all squared plus e. Now e, because I have to make an adjustment, because when I expand this bracket here, I'm going to get 64, which is not available to us there. So I've got to make the adjustment. Anyway, for now, I can express this bit here, this first term here, as 2 into x plus 4 all squared. And when I expand the inner bracket, I'm going to have 2x plus 8 all squared. So it's going to be 2x plus 8 all squared. And of course, when you expand this, you're going to have plus 64 somewhere there, which is not available to us there. So we need to subtract 64 to make both balance there. Okay. Now I'm going to bring my 55 to the left hand side. I end up with 2x plus 8 all squared minus 9. So a is 2 and b is 8 and c is 9. Sorry, c is minus 9. That is our answer. Right. Now for part B, it says the functions f and g are defined by the function of x such that x maps into 4x squared plus 32x plus 55, where x is greater than minus 4, and that the function g is such that x maps into 1 over x. And then it says find the inverse of the function of x. Right, now what I've got here is this one here. Now the inverse is of course the reflection is when you reflect an object on the line y is equal to x, what you get is the inverse. And of course when you reflect on y is equal to x, the new x values take on the old y values and the y value take on the x values. Hence that's what we got here. So instead of having y is equal to 4x squared plus 32x plus 55, I now have x is equal to 4y squared plus 32y plus 55. Okay? Now, I'm going to express this in this format here. So I now have that x is equal to 2y plus 8 all squared minus 9. If I then add 9 to both sides, I end up with x plus 9 is equal to 2y plus 8 all squared. If I now take the square root of both sides, I end up with the square root of x plus 9 is equal to 2y plus 8. Okay? Now if we then subtract 8 from both sides, I end up with 2y is equal to the square root of x plus 9 minus 8. If I then divide both sides by 2, I end up with y is equal to x plus 9 minus 8 divided by 2, and that is our inverse function. And now for part 3, it says solve the equation f of g x is equal to 135. Again, for this exercise, I'm going to do it using this format here. except that I replace my x with 1 over x. So I then have that 2 times 1 over x plus 8 all squared minus 9 is equal to 135. If I then add 9 to both sides, I end up with 2 times 1 over x plus 8 all squared is equal to 144. If I then take the square root of both sides, I end up with 2 times 2 times 1 over x plus 8 is equal to 12. I then subtract 8 from both sides, I end up with 2 times 1 and a half, 2 times 1 over x is equal to 4. Again, this is now a mixed number type expression there. So the process will be the same. So I end up with 2x plus 1 over x is equal to 4. Multiply both sides by x, end up with 2x plus 1 is equal to 4x. If we then subtract 2x from both sides, we end up with 2x is equal to 1. If we then divide both sides by 2, we end up with x is equal to a half, and that should be our answer. Please subscribe, and thank you for watching. Bye bye now.